In hospice care, we learn to slow down. We learn to listen, not just to words, but to breath, to silence, to what is felt more than what is said. When someone enters the last 24 hours of life, something very quiet and very meaningful begins to happen. It is not dramatic. It is not like the movies. It is gentle, gradual, and deeply human. These final hours are often filled with reflection, emotion, and surprisingly, moments of profound clarity and peace. In those last hours, the body begins to rest in ways that are unfamiliar to most of us. Sleep comes more easily, though it is not the kind of sleep we are used to. It is lighter, more like floating, drifting in and out, letting go of the constant pull of the day. Breathing changes too. Sometimes it becomes shallow. At other times, there are long pauses between breaths. Families often feel a twinge of fear, thinking something is wrong, but this is natural. The body is simply slowing down, conserving energy, preparing for the final transition. In almost every case, this stage is not painful. It is a soft, quiet, gentle release. Many people stop feeling hunger or thirst, and even when we offer food or water, often they decline. It can feel worrisome for loved ones, but at this point, the body's needs have changed. Comfort, presence, and human touch matter far more than sustenance. A gentle hand on a shoulder, the warmth of a loved one's voice, a soft blanket. These are what the body craves. We learn that sustenance is not always physical. Sometimes it is emotional, spiritual, and profoundly intimate. What is remarkable about the last 24 hours is the emotional depth that can arise, even if the person is mostly sleeping. Hearing is often the last sense to fade. Even when the eyes are closed, the mind can grasp familiar voices, soft words, and expressions of love. I have seen patients respond to a whispered name with a small squeeze of a hand, a tear sliding down a cheek, or the faintest smile. These gestures are incredibly meaningful. They are a reminder that connection is eternal and that love, expressed or withheld, leaves a lasting mark. One of the most frequent reflections I hear in these moments is about love, expressed, withheld, or forgotten. Many people regret not speaking their heart sooner. One patient, in her quiet final hours, whispered, "I never told my daughter enough how proud I was of her." Another murmured, "I should have said I love you more." These words are rarely about grand declarations or dramatic moments. They are simple, human, and honest, and they carry immense weight, both for the person speaking and for those listening. These are not regrets about missed opportunities in the conventional sense. They are regrets about missed moments of connection, about love left unspoken. Regret often emerges around relationships, too. Many people realize that walls of pride, fear, or busyness kept them apart from the people they cared for most. "I didn't reconcile with my brother," a patient once admitted, her voice barely audible. "We could have shared so many laughs." In the final hours, those separations shrink to insignificance. Old arguments fade. What matters is closeness, understanding, forgiveness, and shared presence. It is a reminder that no matter how late it feels, love can still be expressed, if only for a moment. Another common theme I witness is reflection on a life spent in fear rather than courage. People speak of dreams they did not pursue, adventures they did not take, and choices they avoided because they feared failure, judgment, or disappointment. One man, nearing the end, whispered with a faint smile, "I always wanted to travel the world, but I was afraid to leave what felt safe." He didn't regret the life he had built, but he did wish he had been braver. In the quiet of those final hours, fear loses its power. Life is no longer measured by what was safe or convenient, but by authenticity, courage, and the moments that make the heart feel alive. Worry, too, often seems absurdly small in retrospect. People talk about nights spent anxious over things that never happened, decisions agonized over unnecessarily, and the constant weight of imagined problems. "I wasted so much time worrying," one patient said softly. "It didn't solve a single thing, and it stole so many moments I could have enjoyed." There is no bitterness in this realization. Only clarity. Worry, we see in these last hours, is rarely worth the time it consumes. The small stresses of life fade, leaving only what truly matters: love, connection, and presence. Another deeply human reflection involves authenticity. Many people regret living a life shaped by expectations rather than desire. They speak of wearing masks, of pleasing others at the expense of their own truth, of saying yes when they wanted to say no. In the final hours, pretenses become unnecessary. One patient, eyes closed but voice steady, whispered, "I wish I had lived for myself, not for everyone else." This is not selfishness. It is a recognition of what life truly is. A gift to be lived fully, honestly, and deeply, not just safely. In these hours, moments of forgiveness often emerge. People forgive themselves for choices they once considered mistakes. They forgive others for the hurts endured. One patient reached a hand out to a spouse and said simply, "It's okay, I forgive you, and I hope you can forgive me." These words are spoken softly, but they carry tremendous relief. They are healing, both for the dying and for those who remain. It is a reminder that closure is rarely about grand gestures. It is about honesty, love, and grace. There is also a sacred stillness that accompanies these final hours. Families often remark on the quiet, the way time seems to slow, how each breath and movement is infused with significance. I have watched as loved ones sit in silence, holding hands, reading softly, playing a favorite song, or simply being present. There is no need for words. The act of presence alone becomes profound. It is a gift for both those who are leaving and those who remain. As death approaches, people sometimes drift further into sleep, their eyes closed, their body still. Breathing becomes irregular. This is natural. It is a release. And though it may look fragile or strange to the untrained eye, it is usually peaceful. Pain is often managed carefully in hospice, and comfort is our priority. I have witnessed countless quiet deaths, rooms bathed in soft light, gentle music in the background, hands held, love expressed without words. These moments are not frightening. They are serene, tender, and deeply human. For those observing, the final 24 hours can be emotionally intense. Anticipatory grief mixes with love, exhaustion with awe. But there is beauty in this intensity. It reminds us of the profound value of life. Even in grief, there can be gratitude for the opportunity to be present, to witness, and to share final moments of love. The lessons from these last hours are clear. They are reminders to live with intention, to cherish relationships, and to prioritize what matters most. They are lessons in love, courage, authenticity, and presence. And they are lessons in letting go, both for the one who is leaving and for those who remain. If you're listening to this and you feel a weight of emotion, let it be a reminder. These reflections are not meant to frighten or sadden you. They are meant to awaken a quiet awareness that life is fragile, precious, and fleeting. That the words you say today, the choices you make, and the love you share are what truly endure. Do not wait for the final hours to express love. Call someone, write a note, hold a hand, say the words that have lingered in your heart. Take steps toward dreams, even small ones. Let go of fears that hold you back. Choose courage, choose connection, choose authenticity, choose presence. And remember, it is never too late to start. Each day is an opportunity to live more fully, to speak more honestly, and to love more deeply. Life is measured not by perfection, not by accomplishments, not by wealth or status, but by the moments that carry meaning, the low V that is expressed, and the presence we offer to one another. In the final hours, people often find peace, clarity, and release. They leave quietly, without fanfare, but with a remarkable gentleness that is a lesson to all of us. And if we watch closely, if we listen carefully, if we open our hearts, we can take those lessons into our own lives. So today, take a deep breath. Look at the people you love. Reach out, speak your truth, laugh, forgive, listen. Be present. Let love guide your moments. Let courage shape your choices, and live each day not as though it is endless, but as though it is a precious gift. Life is fragile. Life is fleeting, but life is also full of extraordinary opportunities to love, connect, and be present. Do not wait. Start now. Be gentle with yourself and be generous with those around you. Express the love you feel. Heal the relationships that matter. Speak the words that linger in your heart. And remember, the moments you create today will become the memories that remain long after we are gone. In hospice care, I have seen endings that are sorrowful, yes, but also beautiful, tender, and full of meaning. And what I have learned day after day is this: the last 24 hours of life, though quiet and fragile, illuminate the life that was lived. They remind us of what is important. They remind us to love now, to forgive now, and to live fully now. So take a moment today, breathe, reflect, connect, and live intentionally with a heart wide open for yourself and for those you love. Because in the end, it is love that matters most. and it is love that remains,